At this time, I'd like to introduce our principal, Mr. Lou Heidrick.
Good evening. I'd like to begin by adding my thanks to all those involved in the spring sports program. I think in order to have a successful athletic program, school needs the support of parents, the hard work of the coaches and moderators, and the commitment of the student athletes. And I think our program is successful because those three ingredients are in place. I'd like to congratulate all the athletes, particularly the members of the two championship teams. And a special thank you to this year's senior class. You've led the way to an outstanding season. Your leadership and contributions to the program will be missed. And I wish you much success as you move on to college. I have one of the easiest jobs in the athletic program. I just go watch the games. And one of the things that I thought about for tonight was that how multi-talented our students are. You know, we've seen John Mooney pitch a shutout. We've seen Michael. We've seen Mike Lane show great determination on the tennis court. We've seen Trevor Williams dominate in the 200-yard dash. We've seen John Thompson take the ball from the line out. We've seen Stephen Kelly win the faceoffs. And we've seen Alex Church sink a 10-foot putt to save par. But these young men and their teammates do much more. For example, they perform very well in the classroom. 61 of the young men sitting here tonight are also on the honor roll. 26 are members of the National Honor Society. But there's still another important dimension of our student athletes. Several of the coaches touched on this in their remarks. In today's literature, there are many articles linking high school sports and the school mission. Such articles speak about values, life lessons, and gospel values. How are these concepts connected to Calvert Hall, our program, and our student athletes? Permit me a few examples of our student athletes living out the gospel values. Our spring season this year started with all members of all the spring teams gathering on the stadium turf for a prayer service, thus allowing the students to see a clear link between mission and the athletic program. There are student athletes here this evening who are members of such school service groups as the Green Club, Peer Ministers, LaSallian Youth, and those who have served at soup kitchens, participated in Habitat for Humanity, volunteered at the local PAL centers, and yes, at St. Elizabeth's. There are student athletes sitting here who are actively involved in fundraising for cancer, the Wounded Warrior Project, neighborhood cleanups, the Brother Tom Miller Run, and various environmental projects. There are student athletes here this evening who do volunteer work in their community, for their church, and in scouting. Thus, I think tonight we salute not only the athletic achievements of these young men and their accomplishments in the classroom, but also their link to the school's mission and the gospel values. We're very proud of the values you exhibit both on and off the field. Thanks for all your efforts and all your contributions.
This concludes our award ceremony and banquet. I'd like to thank everyone for attending. Thank you very much. Good night.